Hello and welcome back everyone. Today's lesson is going to show you how to complete the paper space layout for your elevation views. The last time we met, we did a lesson on hatching for adding your shingle pattern and your exterior wall finish, whether you had siding, stucco, or brick, and how to modify the scale as needed. So we already created an elevations paper space layout previously. So let's take a look at that one. And we're going to be doing a double viewport for this. Before I show you how to do that, we are going to edit the title block. Now this is going to be a review on how to do that. So you'll pretty much be adding the text that I'm adding here. And mostly everyone did this appropriately. Some people did not. So it's very important that you take the time to fill this out properly, make sure ortho is on, and then use your move command and modify to just move these to the center as best as you can in terms of looks. Like that. So we have arch pool house. Probably just going to tweak this one a bit. Like that. Drawing. This drawing is called elevations. Move this one into the middle. Our course code. 2. O for open. Single credit. Designed. KLMU. Checked. Put your checker's name in. Mine is J Valence. Date. Today is the 6th month, the 8th day, and the 20th year. Month, day, year for drawings. Scale. Now we haven't picked our scale yet, so we're going to leave that for now. And then this is going to be sheet 3 of 3. Right? Because we got our floor plan was sheet 1 of 3, our roof plan was sheet 2 of 3. And we have 3 of 3. Now, this isn't quite centered, so just take a moment, make sure your ortho's on, hit the move, and just bring that a little closer for aesthetic appeal. Because a lot of people didn't do this in the first mark checkpoint. Okay, so we have our title block filled in. Now, we want to do a double viewport here. We want to have 2 windows. So we're going to retain the one that came with the title block, and we're going to be adding a new one. So just to make sure I don't snap anything improperly here, I'm going to go into my object snap settings, right click, left click object snap settings, and I'm going to be turning off the nearest snap because it may cause me some problems here. I can leave the rest of these on. I specifically really need the endpoint and the midpoint snap to do this. Left click OK. So in your command line here, you can type viewports, hit enter, viewports dialog manager will show up. We really only need to do 1, so we'll pick single and OK. So it says specify first corner. So I'm going to come up here, find the endpoint snap of the viewport, which is the top left-hand corner of the red box. Click, come down, find the midpoint, because I want this to be exactly 2 equal pieces. So left click the triangle, and it creates a viewport here. It has a black border, and it overlaps the large one. So this is sitting on top of this one, which is not ideal, right? It's not really what I want. So what I'm going to do is select the red one, activate it with a grip, and I'm going to pick the grip, and I'm going to come down and snap it to the end point here. So now I've got two of them. They're not overlapping, and they're both exactly the same size now, which is what I want. This one's black, this one's red. So if you want, you can pick this one, go to your layers, and then put it on the viewport layer. I can't hit escape to exit a command because it'll end my recording, so that's why I keep hitting enter, and it keeps bringing these dialog boxes up, which I don't need. Okay, so we're going to double click into this viewport. We're going to zoom in to what I want, which is right here, and double click this one to find my model space drawings. I'm going to type zoom and select all, and then manually zoom in to the other elevations here. All right, now these are just roughly zoomed in. They're not set to a particular scale. So we'll hit our viewport scale. Let's see what ½ inch equals a square foot looks like. Okay, that's too much. 3/8, still too much. 1/4 inch looks great. So we'll just push my wheel mouse in, just center it a bit more, let go. If this does not say 1/4 inch equals a square foot, your scale may be different, but for me, if I just see a bunch of random decimal numbers, it means I accidentally rolled my wheel mouse. So be careful of that. So when you click out of here to lock that viewport down, make sure that you see the appropriate architectural scale. So this one has to be set to the same scale. 1/4 inch equals a square foot. Do the same thing. Looks like my scale's active. Double click out. And I've got it. Now, this footing foundation doesn't look very good. It needs to be repaired. So the easy way to do that, I'll click back in and I'll type in regen for regenerate, and that fixes that up perfectly. Then I'll just click out of the viewport again. Everything looks great. The last thing I'm going to do is just label these views like you saw in the exemplar in the hub. So I'm going to go back, click to model space, and I'm going to take this text here, front elevation. I'm going to copy it, turn ortho off for a minute, drop this under my front elevation. Actually, I don't want to edit it. I just want to select it, go to my layers, find text. Okay, we're going to turn the ortho back on, and I'm just going to copy these in line with one another. The quick way. Okay, so this is my front elevation. So this is going to be my left. This is going to be the rear. And this is going to be the right. Hit my save button. And that should be it. Let's take one last look here. So we've got the double viewport. We've got all 4 elevations well positioned in each viewport. We're identifying which elevation we're looking at underneath each one. Footings and foundations, hidden lines appear proper, as they should. Title block is appropriately filled out. Going to tweak this one a bit. And my scale I have to finish with this. Okay, so this is a 1/4 inch equals 1 square foot. And like I said before, you don't need to center these ones. You can leave these left justified if you'd like. That's fine. Just center all of the other text where required. If you want to add some general notes, feel free to do that. You can put them here. If you want to talk about something specifically, I don't normally do that for this, but it's an option for you. And that is it. So we're just going to have one more lesson on this project, and after that, it's going to be ready for submission. Very simple, very quick, and look forward to that next video, and I will sign off for now. Have a great day.